as always, high five. Ooh, after the 5 for CES. Ooh. First, look at this desk. Ooh, boy. Let's see, zoom it out. There we go. So this is where I'm recording now. This TV is going to go away. It's going to go downstairs, and that shelf will probably go away. I'll get paint and stuff, crown molding, paint the wall, put some bigger shelves back here, maybe have printers behind me, maybe have prints behind me. I don't know. But let's talk CES. As you know, Lulzbot brought me down. Originally, Lulzbot sent me an email, asked if I could come by their booth to interview Harris and see the booth where they're making all these 3D printers. I said, yes, of course, I would love to do that. However, my original sponsor pulled out of CES, and so I don't have a ride down there. And the next day I got an email saying, well, what if we got you a flight and a hotel? Do you think you could stop by our booth? And do you think you could give away a couple printers? Yeah, I could do that. That's not a problem. Let's see, I was going to take a late flight. I was going to arrive at like 11:45, but I was able to get on an earlier flight. I paid the $25 change fee, and I got down to Vegas on Tuesday late evening, let's say, and I was able to find and meet up with Sarah. I think it's Gerke. She is the editor at 3dprint.com. Her and her friend, whose name escapes me at the moment. We met up at Treasure Island, or TI as it's called, and then we went across the street to the Mirage. We went to California Pizza Kitchen. I ate a pizza. It was wonderful. Had a couple drinks. She's really cool. I hope to get to see her in person again. Super smart, too. My goodness. And if you give her any crap, she'll give it right back to you. After that, I went back to the Flamingo where I was staying. I went to sleep. And then I woke up, packed my backpack up, went to CES first day. I took the monorail over to the convention center, walked in, went to the Lulzbot booth, and yay, saw everybody. I did my interview with Harris, the first one that day, and that's when the power blipped, and it went out in the other halls. So I'm glad we were in a hall that had power. I got to walk around, so many things to see and do. That night, I met up with Dave from Matter Hackers, John from Matter Hackers, and oh, what's his name? Oh, I forget. I haven't had my coffee at night, so everything's just slipping me. But the four of us, we played some video poker. We had a couple drinks. We were just having a good time. That was a lot of fun. We ended up getting some late night breakfast and just hashtag hand pancakes. Hand pancakes. The next day, got my second interview with Harris. I did the booth tours. I went and saw the Kodak printer. That was interesting. Oh, excuse me. And then towards the end of the night, so this would be Thursday. Towards the end of the night, CES was just about over for the day. Dan from Glowforge. He was like, hey, Joel, you still here? Come on over to the booth. I want to show you something. I'm like, yeah, of course I'm still here. So I went over and I got to look at the Glowforge in a completely different way than what I did at Bay Area Maker Faire. So since Bay Area, I have myself a full spectrum Muse laser cutter. And having owned a laser cutter now for months and having used a laser cutter now for months, the type of questions that I would ask Dan over at Glowforge, instead of being someone who just has heard of the Glowforge, completely different. And it was great because you can really tell he's done his homework, and he had great answers for the questions I had, and my questions were my questions were technical. What was that? Let's see. What am I forgetting? I'm forgetting something. Oh, and he gave me tea. That's right. He had a little hot pot there. Brewed up some tea. It was tasty. It was really good. After that, let's see. Went back to monorail, back to Flamingo. Grabbed my bags from Bag Check. Went over to Mirage. Met up with Dave. Had breakfast for dinner. It was tasty. And then took a cab to my flight. And then I flew home. And I took the 10:45 flight, which means that I arrived in Seattle at 1:30. I went to the parking area, got my car, drove home, got home at like 2:30. And then I went to work the next day. That was my CES. Let's see, what else was notable? I'm having a hard time, you guys. Drawing a blank right here. But it was awesome. A lot of people say the 3D printing area keeps shrinking at CES. A lot of people say CES wasn't as exciting. I know a lot of people wrote articles where like CES was nothing but broken robots and stuff. But I don't know. Maybe it's just because this is only my second CES. But just my eyes lit up everywhere when I saw like a robot person performing, or when I saw that's on my desk, or when I saw like an Android performer or something automatic or lasers or whatever. I was like, oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. So I don't know. I had a good time. I'd love to go again. Hope Lulzbot takes me again, or maybe Matter Hackers or someone. But CES next year, I'll definitely be at. Next show, though, will either be SolidWorks World or the Midwest RepRap Festival. And then after that, I really don't know. We've got we kind of want to go to the meetup in Sweden. As a family, we've taken trips to Disneyland and such, but we've never taken a family trip out of the country. And I know that would be a heck of a good time. Tom would be there, Simon, RC Life On, Joe will be there, 3D Maker Noob, 3D Printer Chat, Hakan will be there, Daniel Noray will be there, I think Anton will be there. It's just a bunch of people. Torben, from the Hang Printer guy. Oh, it'd just be fun, but a lot of things really need to fall into place, and I may have to I may have to try to get sponsorship for my stuff. I mean, I'll pay for my wife and kids, but if there's any way to offset any of that cost, then I'll do my best. You might see some ads on the channel. We'll get into it in just in another video, but you may start seeing some baked-in advertisements to the channel, much like how David Picciuto does, or like Philip DeFranco does, or that sort of thing. Either little micro ads at the beginning, even Odin. Odin makes. He has those little game commercials at the beginning. I don't think I'll ever do anything like that, but we'll be seeing some stuff. Well, there you have it. I'm gonna zoom in. There you go. There we have it. That was cool. Boy, God, that was a lot of words. I hope you're awesome. I'll see you on the next one.